Hi everybody, can you hear me? Okay. We are the founders of Plan P, and I'm Helena Iltanen.
Petri Kangassalo.
Frank Müller.
Mark Sum.
And we are from part from Aalto University and also Aalto University, and then from Germany exchange students from
And KIT, Karlsruhe Institute of Technology.
And this weekend we put our minds into this Plan P, which is name of our city planning game, where you can play a planner with this geographic information data, and almost everybody could play this game, but it's mainly meant for designers and those people who are mostly a part of planning a game, but still the road is not clear that it's only for them, but it could be also for just people who want to play a city planning game. And there were problems that we wanted to solve in this game, and they were like always when you're planning a new area or a part of a city or a building, there are many things you need to consider, and it's not easy to take certain aspects into consideration, but with this game it gets easier when your data is collected from different sources into like from 2D sources into this 3D modeling base. And the idea is like one tool to rule them all, like this game, and where you can plan buildings, get information about the impact of the building, like how these buildings are taking the environment around the buildings into considerations too, and combine all the available information into one game, virtualize buildings and their environment, see the 3D buildings and the 2D information at one glance.
Yes. Yeah, so how we did it, it's like the game is implemented in the Blender game engine, and I think there's also Petri is looking forward to implement it in Unity sometime in the future. And yeah, we used data which was structured with QGIS. Yeah, we used a 3D model that were given us. Then Petri was working on this game project, I think, for maybe 1 year. And we extended as we added extra data layers, and we prepared this, we restructured this data so it is usable in this game. Yeah, the main point is like data. The more data, the better. And yeah, we mostly used open data, and the main was the GIS data input for we created 2D maps, and these maps are projected to the 3D model. And at the current moment we have data for constructability of soil, the usage of the buildings, and the flooding level. You will see all this later. Petri is going to present it, and we also are planning to add later you can add recreation data for recreational areas, soil, noise, light, and whatever data you get that's able to project onto 2D data maps or 3D data. Yeah, and with the tool you can as there was a 3D model of autonomy is in there. You can add buildings to this map, and the data is presented in different colors. Yeah, you can also destroy buildings, and you should be able to see the impact and analyze the impact of new buildings. Yeah, now we're going to have a demonstration of a tool.
Okay, this is the Plan B application. It's a full 3D world where you can rotate the camera and see the autonomy from all of the perspectives, and like also in walk there. But of course, the model is currently quite basic. But as it gets better, the feeling gets better, of course. But that's not our mission here. Their mission was to show what would be possible with this, how to combine the data with this tool. So there are 3 data layers now, but of course many more will be added. You can change the layers by clicking like this, and it's only like brought from the GIS system. And in the future, you might be able to stream these maps straight from the internet and Espoo server. But this tool is actually meant for is like you can build these new build these new buildings in a simple, very fast way. This is not like a planning tool in that sense that you have to do some detailed plans, but you just like in a very fast way can try what it looks like if you put one building there and one there, and then you can like see the masses, how much it is in square meters, and there's actually the target that has been set by the city council, and you can try to achieve that target by placing enough buildings there. So you can see that it's actually quite a lot. But of course, many building models could be brought here, just like the GIS data. But it's meant to be a really simple and fast tool, and not just a game, but for a tool for real use. We actually have already used this in our organization and arranged some workshops around this, and it's a bit like playing with scale models, city models, just in virtual reality. And the real benefit of this virtual reality is, of course, that you can project any data here easily. So, of course, the flooding is critical, so that's how autonomy might one day become. Yeah. So, and then of course you can simulate the sun positions and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up now. No, we are going to. Well, give us one more moment, please. that would be amazing.
1 minute. Okay, what comes next? So, of course, more data is more data. So, more data to import more data makes it's the only thing that makes sense at the moment. Then this project, Plan B, will continue as a part of the research project at EU here in Aalto, where Petri is working. Like we want to make the data and like this 3D planning stuff away, or it would be nice to make it available on the internet, and of course make it more fun. Yeah. Like this. Like. Okay. To recap, we have now a fast and easy to use urban planning tool where you can like compare and analyze relevant information for like planning new buildings and see like to see like the impact new buildings have on their surroundings, and you can play around with ideas in there. It's a great tool for like city planners, decision makers, activists, and citizens. And more about Plan B is on that link. That's our context, and that's it.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. So if you have any questions, and I'll ask also somebody to come here and prepare the things. So questions to the Plan P team.
Yes, hello. So you're also stating over there on the slide that the urban planning tool is allows to see the impact of new buildings. The impact, do you mean the visual impact, or do you also mean some other kind of impact, like what?
Should I? Okay. Yeah, it's not like done yet. With impact, we mean, of course, the visual impact. Like with the day-and-night cycle, you can see like where like shadows are falling. So if you build large buildings, you can see like, oh, this building has then no more sun, and if on that building is a solar array, then it makes sense to like maybe shift the new building or so. And also like on recreational areas or so, you can see the impact. It's like if you go one step further, you can like simulate like the change on the data you project on the plane, so then you can see the impact, but it's not done yet.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
More questions? Well, I personally would like to see if you can plan new buildings. How about when you plan the new buildings, there's need for new schools and for hospitals and some ideas for like develop it further. Do you have like these kind of ideas?
Yeah, actually we have color-coded this city model already, and the work will continue on that basis, and maybe we'll find some formulas, but it's of course always a bit hard to calculate this, at least like social values or something like that, but these hard values are of course easy to calculate.
Right now we have these commercial areas, public areas, then university buildings, because we are in Otaniemi, it's interesting. And what else? We didn't have industrial, but residential areas. More questions? If you're interested,